Picture this: you wake up in the middle of the night feeling like you've made a fatal mistake. You've just bought something you don't need, apologized to someone who insulted you, or gotten back into a relationship that's destroying you. You ask yourself, what was I just thinking? The answer is terrifying: you weren't thinking. Your mind has been hacked. We're used to believing that we're the captains of our ships, that our thinking is a cold, logical instrument that makes the right decisions. But the truth is, your brain is an old building with a leaky security system. And right now, strangers are walking in, rearranging the furniture, and dictating how you feel. The old belief is, I am the master of my thoughts. I'm here to shatter that illusion. In the world of modern communication, you are either the one programming or the one being programmed. The dark psychology of manipulation thrives where you blindly trust your emotions. Today we'll find out who's really holding the key to your consciousness. Insight number 1, the emotional Trojan. Manipulation never comes through the front door of logic. It always sneaks in through the back door of emotions. When someone triggers a sudden surge of guilt, fear, or euphoria, it's not an accident. It's a hack. The manipulator shuts down your neocortex and accesses your limbic system directly. Imagine this: in an argument, your partner says, "If you loved me, you wouldn't do that." At that moment, your logic should say, "That's a false connection." But your brain is flooded with guilt. You start making excuses. Congratulations, control has been transferred. You are no longer a subject, you are a tool in someone else's hands. Your mind has been hijacked through a false emotion. Insight number 2, the consistency trap. Our brains are obsessed with consistency. It's an ancient habit that helped us survive in the tribe. Manipulators know this. They pressure you into saying small, insignificant yes, one after another. And then, when a big request comes, you agree to protect your image as the right person. You're afraid of appearing contradictory. You're afraid your confidence will be shaken if you change your mind. But the dark truth is that your rigid consistency is a gift to those who want to control you. True power is the ability to say, yes, I used to think that way, but now I've changed my mind. And I don't care how it looks. Insight number 3, gravity gaslighting. This is the most dangerous form of mind control. They begin to systematically convince you that your perception of reality is flawed. You're imagining things, you're overreacting, it didn't happen. Gradually, you stop trusting your own eyes and start trusting the words of others. When you lose trust in your feelings, you lose your footing. You become a psychological cripple who needs the crutch of someone else's opinion. This is the moment of absolute surrender. Your mind has officially changed hands. Your autonomy is dead. Why is this happening? Because logic requires effort, while emotion is the path of least resistance. It hurts us to doubt, it hurts us to conflict, it hurts us to be bad. Manipulation is always an exploitation of your emotional pain, your thirst for recognition, your fear of loneliness, your insecurity. But now look into the mirror of your consciousness. Do you feel that cold glimmer of awareness? This is your defense beginning to awaken. We are moving from the status of victim to the status of architect. To master your mind, you must become a cynical analyst of your own reactions. Insight number 4, cold isolation. The moment you feel a strong emotion in response to someone's words, stop, leave the room, cut off contact. Manipulation only works in real time. It requires pacing. The moment you pause, the spell dissipates. Logic returns to the empty room and begins to restore order. Your communication must become strategic. Stop responding instantly. Stop being the easy person to talk to. When you take time to think, you deprive the manipulator of their greatest resource, your momentum. In this silence, your true power is born. Insight number 5, deconstructing intention. Always ask yourself, why are they telling me this right now? Not what they're saying, but why. If someone praises you excessively, they're looking for a flaw in your vanity. If someone tries to pity you, they're testing your softness. See not the words, but the strings they pull. It's painful to realize that loved ones or society are exploiting your weaknesses. But this pain is necessary. It's a purifying fire. Without it, you'll remain a puppet who believes she's dancing on her own. Your relationships will become purer only when you stop allowing them to be manipulated. Your confidence no longer depends on others' approval. You understand that being misunderstood or inconvenient is a small price to pay for mastering your own mind. You're no longer afraid of disappointing those who tried to play you. Their disappointment is your freedom. Look at the world around you. It's a battlefield for attention. Every brand, every politician, every toxic acquaintance wants a piece of your cognitive resource. Your brain is the most expensive real estate on the planet. Stop renting it out for next to nothing. Now you see the structure of the game. You hear the false notes in other people's requests. You feel when your body reacts to manipulation before your brain even realizes it. This is the transformation. You are no longer a victim of hacking. You are the system administrator of your reality. Do you feel that ice inside? It is not a lack of feeling. It is the presence of control. Your emotions are now information, not commands. Your thinking has become sharp as a scalpel, cutting away the unnecessary. You have regained the right to a sovereign opinion. Manipulation is powerless against someone who is not afraid of losing face. Against someone who has accepted their shadows and their weaknesses. When you have nothing to hide and you do not seek salvation in the eyes of others, you become invulnerable. No hook will snag on the smooth surface of your conscious self. This path requires solitude. Solitude of thought. You will have to question everything you have been taught. Every correct habit, every social standard. Who put this in your head? Does it truly benefit you, or are you simply a convenience to the system? Your mind is a fortress, and only you decide who passes through the gates. Logic is the guard. Emotions are the guests. Never allow guests to seize the throne and command the guards. This simple rule contains the secret to absolute self-mastery. You have awakened. The fog has cleared. Now you see the strings. Now you see the puppeteers. And now you hold the knife to cut those strings forever. Your awakening is their worst nightmare. Go and live your life. Not someone else's. Not the one forced upon you through guilt and fear. Your mind is finally yours. Use it to create, not to live up to someone else's expectations. Remember, whoever controls your attention controls your destiny, so take the keys to your mind back. Your mind now operates in active scanning mode. When you hear another innocent request, you don't rush to fulfill it. You pause and watch the wave of your habitual desire to please rise within you. You see this wave, but you don't let it wash away your logic. You are a shore, not a splinter in the ocean of other people's whims. Insight number 6. The mirror trap. Manipulators love to reflect your best qualities so they can use them against you. They tell you, "You're so smart, you'll understand." Or, "You're so kind, you can't refuse." This is flattery and a trap. They label you as a good person, so you'll fear losing it. But now you know, your intelligence and kindness are your tools, not their leverage. Your habits in the digital space are also changing. You understand that phone notifications are little dopamine triggers, making your brain twitch at someone else's command. You reclaim your right to focus. You decide when to open the door to the world, rather than letting it barge in through your screen. Insight number 7. Artificial scarcity. In relationships, manipulation is often built on the fear of loss. They hint that you're replaceable, that someone else could take your place. Your fear fuels their power, but logic tells you otherwise. Someone truly valuable will never use the threat of leaving as a tool of influence. If they're trying to intimidate you with loss, help them go. This is the highest form of self-respect. Your thinking becomes immune to social proof. You don't care if everyone else is doing it or it's trendy now. You seek a rational core, not the warmth of the herd. When you stop being afraid of being an outsider, you become a leader of your own opinion. And that attracts people more than any attempt to please them. Insight number 8. The expectation effect. A manipulator always expects a certain reaction from you. Tears, excuses, or anger. This is their script. Your job is to break it. Respond with cold politeness where they expect rage. Answer with a logical question where they expect an apology. When you don't deliver the expected emotion, the manipulator's system malfunctions. You spiral out of control, becoming an unreadable object for them. Your confidence no longer needs the support of other people's compliments. You know your own worth, and this value doesn't change even if someone tries to lower it. Your internal market is closed to speculation. You are hard currency in a world of devalued words and empty promises. Look at your past mistakes not with sadness, but with investigative interest. Every concession you made is a case study. Study exactly how you were hacked. Where was your weak point? Vanity, loneliness, a need to be rescued? Close those holes in your armor. Your vulnerability is simply a lack of information about yourself. Insight number 9. The razor of truth. In any difficult situation, cut away everything based on feelings of "I should" or "I'm uncomfortable." Keep only the cold, hard facts. If the facts say you're being taken advantage of, then you are being taken advantage of. Don't let "but she's actually a good person" cloud your vision. Judge by actions, not by potential. Your emotions now serve as your signaling system, not your decision-making center. Anger tells you your boundaries have been violated. Anxiety whispers that the situation is unsafe. You hear them, thank them for the information, and refer the matter to the logic department. There, the final decision is made. No screaming, no hysterics, no unnecessary movements. You begin to spot manipulators a mile away. Their mannerisms, their intonations, their specific smell of control. You no longer need to fight them, you simply don't give them room to grow. You become boring to them because they can't squeeze emotional resources out of you. You're a rock against which their waves crash. Your mind is freed from information noise. You stop consuming content that makes you feel inadequate or unnecessarily stressed. You choose knowledge that gives you tools for life, not that which robs you of your peace. Your intellectual diet is now under strict control. Insight number 10, the sovereignty of time. Manipulation often steals your time, forcing you to solve other people's problems. But now you understand, time is your life, converted into hours. Giving an hour to a manipulator means giving them a piece of your life that will never return. Your no protects more than just your schedule, it protects your very existence. In communication, you become a master of clarifying questions. Instead of making excuses, you ask, "Why do you think I should do this?" or, "What's your purpose in telling me this?" Manipulation fears direct light. As soon as you begin to analyze the process out loud, the manipulator feels naked. Your inner freedom begins to reflect on your physiology. Your breathing deepens, your movements become more confident, your voice calmer. You no longer cower when an authority enters the room. You occupy exactly as much space as you need. Your brain signals to your body, "We are safe, we are in control." You understand that true attraction comes from a person who is completely in control of themselves. People are instinctively drawn to those who don't seek their approval. Your detachment and self-sufficiency become your most powerful magnet. You don't force people to like you, you force them to respect your autonomy. Your thinking is now oriented toward the long term. You don't buy into immediate gains if they lead to psychological slavery in the future. You're willing to endure the temporary discomfort of loneliness or misunderstanding for the eternal comfort of being the master of your destiny. Your life is becoming a precise mechanism. Less drama, more action. Fewer grievances, more conclusions. You've stopped wasting energy on remaking others and have directed it toward strengthening yourself. And, strangely, those around you are beginning to change themselves, adjusting to your new, unwavering frequency. You stand on the threshold of a new era of your existence. An era where your mind is sacred territory, with no place for intruders. You have gained a power that cannot be taken away, because it is born from awareness and truth. You are no longer a puppet. You are the one who sees the strings. Become someone whose mind is an impenetrable fortress, and remember, true freedom begins where your reaction to other people's manipulation ends.